Hello everyone, welcome to the very first session of quantitative aptitude. As you can already see on the screen, we'll be starting with Vedic Maths, or it's more popularly known as speed maths. In order to solve questions in quant with an hyperactive speed, you need to be very firm with your calculations for sure, that you can attain to some extent through Vedic Maths or speed maths as more popularly we know it. I'll just move into the next slide. So what exactly is Vedic Maths? Vedic Maths is a collection of techniques or sutras to solve mathematical arithmetic in an easy and faster way. And we'll be seeing more of it as we move ahead with the following contents. Firstly, we'll start with square of numbers ending with 5. Then we'll go on ahead with multiplication trick with 11. Then we'll be seeing 2 by 2 and 3 by 3 multiplication. Following which we'll be seeing calculation of squares from 25 to 75. After that, we'll go to multiplication of numbers close to 100. We'll be seeing calculation of squares from 176 to 125. After that, we'll be seeing mixed fractions. We'll see cubes of both 2-digit and 3-digit numbers. Following the cubes of 2-digit and 3-digit numbers, we'll conclude the chapter with multiplication of numbers close to 1000. So that's how we'll be proceeding throughout. So now proceed. Let's understand this with the help of an example. I'll just quickly write the heading for you guys. So let's understand this with the help of an example. Let's say, for example, I take 65 square. As I had mentioned in the heading, this is a number which is ending with 5. This is a 2-digit number which is ending with 5. Now 65 square, how do we calculate it? By conventional means. What we generally do, we multiply 65 with 65, 5 carry 2, 32, 30, 39. That's how we do it conventionally. We will be seeing a much faster and much easier technique to it through Vedic Maths. What we generally do, the number given to us is 65. We need to calculate 65 square, which can be represented like this. So all you need to do is multiply these two numbers, that is 5 and 5, which will be common numbers of course for every other digit, every other number ending with 5. So once you multiply 5 and 5, you get 25. Now what are the other remaining number? It's 6 and 6. So do you guys understand the first step? The very first step is to multiply these two numbers. That's 5 and 5, which will be common for every other number ending with 5. Take 55, take 45, take. It will be common for every other number. So firstly, you need to multiply 5 and 5 to obtain 25. The second step that you need to do is multiply the remaining number, that is 6, with the number succeeding it. In this case, 6 and the number succeeding it will be 7. So you need to multiply 6 and 7. That will fetch you 42. And boom, the number is 4225. That's the number we obtained here, remember? So do you see how easily you can calculate it with the help of Vedic Maths? Let's understand it with the help of another example. Let me take 85. You need to obtain 85 square. Going by the method I just taught, you can represent it like this. It's 85 into 85. So firstly you need to do is multiply the 5 and 5 to fetch 25. The second thing that you need to do is multiply 8 by the number succeeding it. In this case, it's 9. So 8 multiplied by 9 gives you 72. So the result that will be obtained is 7225. See, it's that easy. Let's quickly understand 95. 95 square can be represented as 95 into 95. Let's just quickly solve this. Multiplying 5 and 5, we get 25. Multiplying 9 with the number succeeding it, that's 10. So 9 into 10 gives you 90. And bingo, the number obtained is 9025. That's 95 square. I think this should be sufficient for you guys to understand how the squaring of numbers ending with 5 works. I hope you guys find the last explained method befitting and easy. That was the square of numbers ending with 5. So we are pretty much done with the first segment, that's the squaring of numbers ending with 5. Let's move to the second part. It's multiplication trick with 11. I'll just quickly write in the heading for you guys. So what exactly we do in here is we take a number, name it any number, 32, 64, 75, 29, 27, 62, any number, and we will multiply it with 11, and we will calculate the results without the conventional means, of course, like we did in the squaring of numbers ending with 5. We will do it without the conventional means and through speed maths. Let's just take an example. Let's say I take a number 32 and I need to multiply it with 11. You all pretty much know about the conventional means, how we do it. Let's just see how we do it with Vedic Maths. All you need to do is just see what the number is. Number is 32 in this case. Just need to split the numbers. Let's say write it like this. You need to keep a space in between them. And what you need to do here is just add those two numbers. As the first number is 3, second number is 2. You just need to add 3 and 2. That will fetch you 5. And all your work is just done. The number you get is 352. That's the multiplication of 32 and 11. That's the product we obtain. I hope you understand that. Let's take another example. Say the number is 45. Similar scenario, two digits are 4 and 5. So what you need to do is you need to split them. Write 4, write 5, give a space in between them, and just add those two numbers. 4 plus 5 gives you 9. And the result we obtain is 495. That's the product of 45 and 11 for sure. If you do not want to do it this way, there is one more way you can do it. I'll show you for both the questions. First question was 32 and 11. So all you need to do is multiply 32 with 10, because this can be represented in the form of 10 plus 1. So this will give you 32 into 10 plus 32 into 1. The result is 320 plus 32. That will fetch you the final result of 352. All of this thing, you can do it in your mind. If you watch closely, 32 and 11, the result will be 320 plus 32. That's pretty easy to do, right? That's 352. Let's see the same case scenario for 45. 45 into 11. Firstly, you need to multiply it by 10. Multiply 45 by 10, you get 450. Multiply 45 by 1, you get 45. That will fetch you 495. Easy peasy, right? The same scenario will be obtained for every other thing. However, I do not recommend this method because there can be calculations which can be time taking. For example, let's say 72. What you need to do is multiply 72 by 10 first. That will give you 720. And 72 by 1, that's 72. Result here is 792. Although this was easy as well. However, there can be numbers like 97. We multiply 97 by 10 to obtain 970 and then add 97 to it. Result we will obtain is 1067. This can be pretty easy for some, but there are people who would not want to do this mind calculation. Now, the Vedic maths method of multiplication trick with 11 is for such people who want to do the calculation pretty fast without the hefty additions. We'll just see how it turns out for them. I had explained to you about 32 into 11 and 45 into 11. Let's take bigger numbers. It's a number 67 multiplied by 11. Now there's a catch to it. There are numbers which actually act as exceptions. For example, if we go by the means which we just studied earlier, we will put 6 here, we'll put 7 here, we'll put a space in between them, and then we were supposed to add 6 and 7. Now surprisingly, the result is 13, and we can't really put 13 in here because there's a single digit. What do we do for such situations? What exactly we do here is do the same thing in a different way. We write 6 in here, we write 7 in here, we put a single blank box, and we add the two digits to obtain 13. Now among it, since the digit left to put in is a single digit box, so we need to take only the units digit in here. In this case, it's 3. And the tens place, which is remaining, that is 1 in this case, we need to make it a carryover for the leftmost digit, that is 6. So here, the digit that we will obtain is 6 and the carry 1, that makes 7. So the whole number just becomes 7, 3, 7. And that's the result for 67 multiplied by 11. You can just verify it by the other method which I had taught. Multiply 67 with 10 to obtain 670 and multiply 67 with 1 to obtain 67. The result will be same as you obtained in this method, that's 737. I know it probably have bounced upon a few. Let's just understand the same with another example. Let's take 83. Now for the multiplication trick with 11, we need to see what's the result obtained. Let's go with the real means, which we just learned. We put 8 in here, 3 in here, put a blank box, and just add the results and obtain. 8 plus 3 gives you 11. But as I had mentioned earlier, this blank box can hold only one digit, for which we put in the units place. In 11, the units place is 1. So we put in the blank box, we fill it with 1. Now the other digit that is left is the tens digit, which is 1 again. Now 1 will go in here and will act as a carryover for the leftmost digit. In this case, it's 8. So this place in here becomes 8 and the 1 that it carries over, making it 9. So the final result will be 9, 1 and 3. Hence the result obtained is 913 for the product of 83 into 11. So do you see how easily you can solve it? Let's take one final example. I will take 97. I would suggest you guys to please pause the video and try it by yourself once. I hope you would have tried it. Let's just go ahead with the solution. Let's just do the same thing which we have been doing so far. In 97, we just split the digits 9, 7, put a single blank in here. Now we were supposed to add the digits and obtain the solution. 9 plus 7 gives 16. However, we can only put in one digit in here because it's a single blank box, and in that case only the units digit will come into play. In this case, it's 6. So the digit that is left, that is the tens place digit, will act as a carryover for the leftmost part, and hence this becomes 10. And wow, the number obtained is 1067. Let's verify it. It's 97 multiplied by 11. We need to obtain the results by multiplying by 10 first and then 1. So multiplying it by 10, we obtain 970. Multiplying it by 1, we obtain 97. The result is pretty clear. It's 1067. It's the same as that we obtained here. These are the ways in which you can really solve some beautiful questions very easily and without any hefty calculation, additions, multiplications, etc. So you see, speed maths is actually pretty fast as far as it's concerned with calculating your hefty sums. That would be all for today's lecture. We'll continue the same in the next part, of course. Please do let me know in the feedback section if you like it, if you like the way I teach, and please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more such amazing contents. Thank you. I'll see you in next part.